So before I start, she has said my name already. Ordinarily, I would have picked a topic in tech because we like the tech evangelism. But I said I'm talking to ladies. Story, please, my time starts now. I said I'm talking to ladies, right? We said money is power, but then I feel that financial literacy is the actual power, right? If you know how to handle your finances, that's when you get that power that you need as a woman. So what are the key concepts of finance? You have your savings, you have investment, you have budgeting. And when you don't know how to work and go around these three, you will just find yourself being at a particular place. And as a woman, when you feel you have limitations that you cannot be financially powerful, just like mommy said that most times they train us girls to just go and get married. Actually, I had that mindset, right? I'm a very, very, very powerful person. I know what I have inside of me. But then they are just telling you, like, as a lady, you should be centered around family marriage. Marriage is a very beautiful thing, right? And I pray we all experience it, but there should be other aspects of your life. So when you master the key concepts of finances, you know the percentage that is going for savings, you know the percentage that is going for investment, and you stick to your budgeting, right? It will really help you a lot in your financial journey. Budgeting does not mean maybe you should starve yourself or something, but at then you should know how many percent you're supposed to spend for things that will not bring returns and things that are just for maybe satisfying your own ego. Recently now, they say, I heard some people are doing skincare with like 200,000 per month. I say, wow, very smart financial decision. Very, very smart one. So there are things you can still do. You look good, but then you know what it means to live with your budget. And another thing, even if you're a student, that 10 naira you're getting monthly, do you know that you can start your investment journey with just 5,000? Just 5,000. So when we want to talk about different types of investment portfolio you can own as a lady, right? You might think people that do investment are people that are already comfortable now. These are no. You can save as little as 10,000 naira and start turning your money from there, right? So there are different types of investment portfolio you can own as a lady. The first one is stock. Right now, the stock market is a bit volatile, but there are times when it pays. I know that my friends that bought NVIDIA stock from last year to this year made over 150% interest from it. So you can decide to just buy a unit of stock, whether international, whether local. They have different types of stock you can buy. Recently, all the banks in Nigeria are hawking stocks as if they are hawking rice. Come and buy 2 units. Come and buy this. It's a very, very good place to start from, right? So you can decide to maybe start your investment journey with buying stocks. You can decide to start with bonds, right? You can buy federal government bonds. It's open every first week of every month. You can buy as little as, I think from 5,000 to how many million. But that bond investment, it can give you up to 18% returns. So if you don't know how to start your stock journey, you could go and research all these things. There are a lot of people on YouTube teaching these things. There are a lot of financial analysts. You can meet them on Twitter. They hold their financial spaces on Twitter. You always find me on the space every Sunday, where we discuss how to, diversify your investment portfolio. You can also decide to go into treasury bills. Treasury bills is like a government offer where you invest a certain amount of money. You can decide to choose for a period of 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and all thereabouts. So you can decide to invest in treasury bills, stock, bonds. You can also decide to invest in mutual funds. So this like a kind of put together securities in one form. In one form, people bring different kinds of investment in one platform, and they have different companies that can manage your mutual funds, where you can invest as little as 5,000 naira. You can start turning this money and leave it. Just have the mindset of it is long term. Where am I going with this thing? Do you understand? Just cultivate that habit of investment. Have a diversified portfolio investment, because if you don't do these things, I'm telling you, with the economy we have in Nigeria, there's no way you can leave a particular place where you are. When you make money from your skill or make money from your job, don't just eat everything or save it or leave an idle money in the bank, right? I'm the last person you want to see leave a certain amount of idle money in the bank. I don't even like, I feel so uncomfortable. I can just have emergency funds for something. But once I have a capital that is a bit reasonable, I'm telling myself, I'm giving these people money to do business. I will call my mom, please, what goods can I buy to store? And then I'll sell later. I don't have that, zeal to just leave my money in the bank. Don't stop leaving idle money. You can also invest in real estate. There are a lot of real estate companies now that you buy a certain unit from them, and maybe in the space of 1 year, 2 years, they'll say, I'll give you as little as 1 million naira. I know a lot of ladies, my friends, very, very rich, they just prefer to spend, 1 million naira on a single hair. I'm not saying you should not look good. Do you understand? But I believe there are still hairs of 150,000 that will give you that class you need. Take the balance from that money, invest it in something, collect the returns, and it will get to a point where you can afford anything you want comfortably, even without your husband. So when you say these things to women, they'll be like, you're doing too much. But 1 week quarreling with their husband, they go out of themselves because they don't have anything on their own to fall back on. They're not even trying to, invest and what to do. So there is another very good investment that I talk to people about, especially men, the ETF, exchange traded funds. And when you want to do ETF, I advise you look for international kind of ETF, where you have a pool of all stock, all the Apple stock, Nvidia, Microsoft, all in one pool, and at the end of the year, they are making as much as 26% interest from this investment, right? So these are the kind of portfolio investments you can think of as a lady to better your finances. And other types of financial investments you can do. Let's come down to, okay, we know Nigeria is hard. We know most of us are from the average family. We are just growing up and we are trying to, after graduation, we just got a job. What else can you invest in? I will say commodities. You just heard me say I buy things to store. Once I have 300, 400, I'll say, what is this product? What is there? I'll just call my mom. Is there palm oil now? Is there, what is it called? Bitter cola. I'll buy it, store it. And when it is that time for scarcity, I bring it out and sell. And sometimes I make as much as 50% income from these things. So there are a lot of ways you can just, decide to start your investment journey to better your finances. Because when you don't have this financial literacy, you just feel that, everything is for people that are rich. You can actually start your journey from as little as nothing and turn it into something, right? So another kind of investment, if you have the mind, this is a very volatile market. I don't even try to, go into it. Cryptocurrencies, buying stable coins, keep it, and when the dollar is high, you can buy with naira, convert it to dollar. If I was maybe smart enough to change the amount of naira I had as of last year, November, do you know how many percent returns I would have made right now? And the good thing, the beautiful thing is that there are a lot of fintech platforms, that make this thing so easy. You don't even need to go to anywhere or travel to Lagos that are looking for a broker. Just download that Optimus by AfriVest. They become your broker automatically, right? And once they become your broker, you can start your financial journey from there. You can decide to buy anything you want. You can decide to buy the ETF, whatever it is, federal government bonds, treasury bills. As a federal government bond, the good thing is that it opens every first week of every month. You can decide to buy for 3 consecutive months and allow it to be bringing you interest. When it's time for this one matures. And before you know, that's how you earn for every month till the end of the year. So this financial literacy and planning is just something I feel we should talk about as ladies, right? And a lot of persons now, thank God for platforms like PiggyVest. I know my PiggyVest warriors here. They don't even they have locked their money. This one is for this. And as that savings is there, it's bringing you interest. So I feel that one power we need as ladies to, overcome certain stereotypes. Because if we're asking for inclusion as of the female gender, we need to be financially literate. We need to understand where we are moving and with the power we have within ourselves to have control of our own finances, right? So these are the little investments. You can research more. You can ask questions. You can check on YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel where I teach product management. I just started it like as a new adventure. I talk about product management, tech, and finances. So there are a lot of things you can get. YouTube is a school on its own. So you can learn how to start your financial journey with as little as 5,000 naira to give you that power that you need. So this is a wrap for the financial talk. Tori, I mentioned something about international opportunities. We were meant to talk about it, but because of the 10 minutes time, so I didn't really prepare much. But international opportunities is a very interesting topic. The truth is that if I had known what I know now, I don't think I would still be, roving around the streets of Nigeria, because when I discovered that people travel without spending money, just their flight ticket, it was a shock to me, and that was like sometime early last year. And I keyed into it immediately. Thank God for Twitter. So I learned a lot from all the Japa, community. I started the journey. I said, okay, let me even start seeing this thing that they're saying. Does it work? I took out throughout the ending of last year. I was writing to professors to provide me with funding for my master's, because it's so expensive because I want to do. Lo and behold, at the time I had written to like 20 professors, I got a particular professor that was willing to sponsor me have partial funding. And I was like, so this thing works. So in the process of the whole thing, Canada came up with new policies, and the proof of fund became so high I could not. So I had to defer the admission while struggling to get for proof of fund. But these international opportunities we are talking about, whether it is remote jobs, so whether it is for education, just know that it is out there, lying. They are even looking for people to get, even people with 2-2. Talk more of you that have 2-1 of first class. They are even looking for people to take this opportunity. So how resilient are you? How determined are you to, get these things that are lying freely outside? So I feel as ladies, we should have a certain kind of financial security, so that not the one way man go first, then you say no go eat for 4 days for this house. Because it happens. I've seen it. So these are the things you should have something to fall back on your own, so that if as you're enjoying your marriage, you can have something you can call your own, even if you're working with your husband. Do you understand? So thank you all so much for staying with me. I hope we've learned something new today. And if you have any question, I'll be very happy to take it. Thank you so much.